Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. Postgame show, first one for basketball. It feels so good, man. Feels so damn good to talk about basketball. It's back. It's back, baby. Arkansas looking good. I mean, good. Versus, I know, a little banged up. No Hunter Dickinson. I get that. Kansas Jayhawk basketball team. SLR. What's going on, man? Shout out to Sports Live Reactions. You guys make sure you go like and share to that man. Or share his channel. Share his content. Go watch him. He's got y'all's back. He's awesome. Appreciate you, SLR. You have to have liked what you saw tonight. I also understand, you know what? KU wasn't 100%. KU had to walk inside Bud Walton Arena. 19,000 plus screaming Hog fans. I mean, these dead-eyed rednecks, as some comedian referred to Hog fans a little while back, these bunch of dead-eye rednecks were out there camping outside of Bud Walton Arena 24 hours before tip-off. Dead-eye hillbillies, that's what it was. That's what the guy said. Oh, it was fantastic, man. I thought Arkansas looked just so good. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about some of the numbers. Yeah, Ty Boogie looks all SEC. Brim, oh, my God. We knew he was good. We talked about it all offseason, like, this guy's going to be good. Didn't know he would look that great. Now, again, I kind of wonder with Hunter Dickinson on the floor what that would look like for KU, how they would approach him. It's the first time. There's no film on Boogie other than his high school film, but there's no film on Arkansas, right? They didn't know what they were in for with Boogie Flan. They knew there's some talent. They knew the young man, he's got skill. He's not afraid. But they found out for real tonight he is not afraid. All right, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to this channel. Shout out to Arkansas Sports Network over on Facebook. If you guys are over there, make sure you like and share the content. Follow ASN on Facebook. Share their content. We already have a super chat. Look at that. Ken Phillips, I don't think we could have really asked for better. What a duo, Boogie and DJ. Oh, my gosh. Hey, it's an exhibition game, but what's missing behind me? What's missing? It's an exhibition game, but what's missing behind me? I don't care. We're going to hand this thing out. We're going to do the gold chain because why not, baby? Why not? Oh, my. I'm going to have to, designate a spot to put this damn thing. I have a feeling I'm going to be wearing this thing a lot during the basketball season. I wish I could say the same for football. Arkansas taking on Mississippi State tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, predictions already made for that one. I do like Arkansas to win that game, but nothing would surprise me. But I appreciate the super chats. Garrett Lampkins with a super chat. My man, always coming through with the SCs. Let's go, Ty. We back. The Big Pig invasion is back. Boogie is him. That defense is crazy. Got to improve on rebounding. Cal is him, exhibition or not. That Razorback play was real, baby. Turn me up, Ty. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Goodness. Boogie's incredible. He did not – if I knew absolutely nothing about this guy, if I just turned the TV on and I'm watching Arkansas play, I would have thought Boogie was at least a third or fourth year player. I would have thought, that's a junior, senior, that's an upperclassman. Man, look at him go. He fits in. It looks like everything goes through him on both sides of the floor. What do you have, 3 steals tonight? 3 or 4 steals? We got the numbers. We got them up in front of us. Make sure you guys, again, like, share, subscribe. Shout out to the sponsors, Direct Service Overhead, the Garage Door Company, same-day services, quality parts, affordable outcomes. Give them a call today. It's getting cold outside. You want to make sure your garage door shuts properly. You want to make sure it seals off. Hey, give these guys a holler, why don't you? Free estimates. They'll come out and look at your problem, whatever it is, for free. Hundreds of 5-star reviews. Give them a call today at 501-244-3667. Y'all, basketball is going to be fun. Oh, my goodness. Patreon supporters, appreciate you guys as well. Lot of places you could be, but you're here. You're here watching the best post-game show around. I appreciate you. My face can't quit smiling, says Philip White. It ain't getting cold, lying ass. Hey, Andrew, it will, sir. It will, Andrew. How about you watch your language, young man? It will get cold. It might be like March, but it will get cold when that happens. The boogeyman dude is ferocious on both sides of the ball. He is a legit two-way player. Known. Listen, this is a guy that could get the job done, right? 85-69. Arkansas takes care of business against the hobbled up KU team. Let's not sit here and act like Arkansas was 100% either. They were missing a piece tonight as well. Let's go over these numbers here really quick. Arkansas. We'll take a look at KU first. Their leading scorer, Harris, looked the part tonight for them. Once they get Hunter back, KU's going to be fine. I wouldn't look too far into this. You saw them claw their way back in. Arkansas got up to what, like 20 point? I think the largest lead was 20 points. They clawed their way back in around that, third quarter, fourth quarter mark. By the way, I'm all for the quarter thing. No, it's not just because I like the Celtics. I watch the NBA. Maybe some of that's from where that's from, but I like quarter by quarter. I just do. It just feels right. It feels like basketball to me. But Harris went off tonight. This dude 11 of 17, 4 of 5 outside shooting. Now I do have something to say about KU or about Arkansas's defense as far as defending out on the perimeter. A lot of open looks in the third and fourth quarter, particularly in the bottom. I think it was the bottom of the third quarter into the fourth quarter. A lot of open looks. Storr went 0 for 4 tonight for them. Mayo was 2 of 5 outside. Colt was David Colt 0 for 4. McDowell 0 for 1. Zach Clements 0 for 1. But overall, these guys end up shooting about 30%, which they just missed shots. And I do think that was the 19,000 plus screaming Hawk fans that were going apeshit crazy. KU was not prepared for that. You heard him. Hunter said it. This is a hostile environment. He said it. It's hostile. Bud Walton should be like that every home game, not just for a number one team in the country. Remember what Purdue was like last year, and that was an exhibition. Should be like that all the time, but I get it. Look, that was Purdue. This is KU. You're not going to have that every game, especially when you have these weaker non-con matchups. But, yeah, Harris for them was incredible. I thought not enough credit given to him. 11 of 17, again, 26 points, 4 or 5 outside shooting. They were horrible at the free throw line tonight. They didn't get a lot of opportunities, but they shot just 40% out of their 10 attempts. I'm going to be real. I thought Arkansas did get a little bit of home cooking tonight, but you know what? That's the way it is. That's college basketball especially. It's that way in the pros as well. That's just the way it is. You're going to get home cooking. Am I reading this right? 17 turnovers. Is that right? Does that sound right to you guys? 17? 1 block for KU. They did have 9 steals. Am I reading this right? 17 turnovers. My God. They had 13 bench points. 44 points came in the paint. I thought, too, they got a little soft around the post. Thought they were a little soft around the rim. Again, gave up too many open shots outside. They've really, once you play a team that starts to get a little hot outside, when there's some teams in the SEC, Alabama obviously being one of them, Kentucky's going to be an outside. They're going to try and shoot a lot of threes this year. That's where I think Kentucky's going to try and settle things as outside shooting. Can't give up these wide open looks. I kind of hope Coach Cal addresses that a little bit. But again, for an exhibition game, I was blown away, man. I really, you can't say enough about Boogie. Just what a performance by him. Again, make sure you guys like the show, share the content, hit the subscribe button. It's so nice to watch a winner, says David Dalton in the Super Chats. I do read. Super Chats will always take priority, by the way. Did I see Arky56 in chat? Pops, are you in here? Did I see that, or there he is. Oh my gosh. So does Arkansas belong in the SEC tie? Yes, Arkansas basketball does belong in the SEC, Pops. Crowd influences the refs just as much as the game, says Trenton Dickey. I think in the end they were gassed. I would agree with that. I thought in the end of the game they were definitely gassed a little bit. All right, so let's flip over to Arkansas. Let's look at these numbers. Let's talk about the numbers here. Holy cow, DJ Wagner is actually your leading scorer. Now, to be fair, he had a really strong game. But, again, 6 of 8 at the free throw line. He shot 50% outside, 2 of 4, 8 of 12 from the floor. Again, 24 points. He had 4 rebounds, just 1 foul, just 2 turnovers, and he had the ball a lot. And he had a steal, and he got 35 minutes tonight. 21 in the plus minus. Boogie Fland, holy crap. I thought I counted 5 steals. They've got him down for 6. 22 points, 8 of 15, 1 of 6 outside. And he just sometimes looks a little uncomfortable shooting outside, but you feel like once he makes a couple, once he gets dialed in, I think he's going to be pretty great. He had 2 boards, 2 defensive rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 6 steals, like I said. Adu Thero played a little bit. He only got he ended up almost 20 minutes. He got 17 minutes tonight. Carter Knox tonight, 3 of 7, 0 for 2 outside. DJ Wagner, again, we already talked where he went 2 of 4 outside. Big Z, 6 of 6 at the free throw line. A 7-footer knocking down six free throws. 6 of 6. I would have been impressed with 4 of 6. 6 of 6. He was great. He also just had 1 offensive rebound. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little bit – I hope this is a settling in thing for him. I thought his play around the rim was a little soft at times. Okay? Now listen, I'm all in like you guys as far as just what I've seen so far and what we know about these guys, the star power, the fact that you have your 3rd Hall of Fame coach of the Razorbacks. I'm loving what I'm seeing. But there are still some things from this exhibition game that I'm going to kind of all right, well, hold on. Big Z did look a little soft around the rim. He wants to be, and they pointed it out on the broadcast, he wants to shoot threes. He wants to be a 7-foot guard. Man, you don't belong out on the wing. You don't belong out at you listen, I know this is Connor Vanover all over again. Much better version of Connor Vanover, I might add, but much more athletic, quicker up and down the floor. This guy's an actual athlete. He moves well, can clean up real well underneath. Pretty smart defender around the rim, but he does at times look maybe a little lost, and certainly like to complain to the officials a little bit. Okay, whatever. His ceiling is so freaking high. If he comes close to his ceiling this year, and I'm talking about as a second-year collegiate player, remember, he didn't get his first go until SEC play last season. He kind of got thrown in there right at the start. I think Georgia was his first game from a year ago. And that could be the same thing this year as far as just him getting warmed up, right? Although out the gate against Georgia, if I recall, he went off. If I remember that correctly, he went the hell off. But there were times there, and Kentucky fans will tell you, we know there's probably at least a few in chat, he plays a little soft around the rim. I thought he just didn't move. He didn't seem as powerful. He made a couple of nice power moves. You saw that dunk. That was great. He got 30 minutes tonight. He was 13 in the plus minus. Another thing that stood out to me, Teron Brazil, 5 points. Outside of that follow-up, the follow-up shot there that he had, the dunk, didn't do anything. He had 5 points. He was 2 of 9, 1 of 3. I'm telling you, I don't like reading off the statbroadcast.com. I hate reading off of it. The numbers just throw me off. And the way they have them in the column mixes me up. I need more lines to separate these columns. But Trevon Brazile was 1 of 3. I thought that didn't sound right. He didn't take 9 shots. 1 of 3, 0 for outside. He was 3 of 4 at the free throw line. He did have a couple of offensive boards, 3 defensive rebounds, 5 rebounds altogether, 1 assist, and he was 2 in the plus minus as well with a couple of steals, by the way. Arkansas tonight, just one block. I thought there might be two. I don't know if this is entirely correct, but I'm pretty sure they had two. They've got them down for one. Arkansas with 10 bench points tonight, 40 points in the paint. Like we said, Kansas had, 44 in the paint. 21 points off turnovers. You saw them. Kansas is clawing back in the fourth quarter. They bring this thing down to 12 points. It looks like KU's about to go on a run. And what happens? A Boogie Flan steal. You had another steal. Both those ended up at 4 points. God, that feels great. Do you know so many times under Musselman they struggled to turn those turnovers into points? So good to see them. 21 points off turnovers. 8 second chance points. You like that too. Again, the rebounding, would like to see them get a little bit more aggressive there. Too many open shots in the second half, but I do agree. I think they were a little gassed. All right, who's the MVP? I'm going to have to go Boogie Fland. Boogie Fland. Oh, God, here we go with this heavy thing. Oh, man. Boogie Fland. I mean, 6 steals, just 2 turnovers, just 2 fouls, couple of boards, 5 assists, but he was awesome. Boogie Fland played his ass off tonight, was the best two-way player on the floor. I don't know how else to put it. He got 35 minutes, and it doesn't feel like he wasted any. Again, he was plus 11, right? DJ Wagner a little bit higher, 21 if you're into that sort of thing on the plus minus. DJ Wagner is right there with him. If I had actually I do have 2 chains. I'm not going to go get it. It's way over there. I say way over there. It's like 10 feet to my left, but I'm not getting up. This thing's heavy, y'all. It adds some pounds to an already fat guy. So, Boogie, DJ Wagner's right there, man. 8 of 12. Boogie was 8 of 15. 1 of 6 outside, but he was the best two-way player on the floor. You can't beat him off the dribble. He's clean off those cuts, those backdoor cutters. He is the complete package. If he could clean up, like 1 of 6 is just, you're going to live with that. He's a shooter. You're going to live with that. You'd like to see him drive a little bit more. There were a couple of those times when he took that shot, when he took some shots outside, you felt like he could have either picked up the dribble and moved the ball around a little bit, or just dribble drive right to the rim. He could finish at the rim, can't he? He is the complete package, man. DJ Wagner's right there with him, though. I mean, DJ Wagner was so good, and especially I think in the second half, I think he had the most of his points. Again, he was 6 of 8 at the free throw line, 2 of 4 outside, 50% shooting at 24 points. He was also the best in the plus-minus category. Let's see. Boogie Flan, that's right. Hold that chain up. That's it, baby. That's it. Boogie's getting it, without a doubt. Big Z need to keep the ball high when he rebounds. Yeah, Big Z's got a lot of room for improvement, and I think that's what Kentucky fans would have told you from a year ago. He's just got a lot he needs to clean up. Would love to see those offensive boards. He needs to be, again, it's kind of like the whole Brazil thing a year ago, isn't it? You remember Brazil settling for open looks outside? We begged him to please play closer to the rim. Please don't just be another guy out there trying to shoot threes. You're not a guard. All right, get in there, play the 4, play the 5. Get down closer to the post. Get closer to the rim. Play around there. That's your bread and butter. That's what's going to help get you to the league. Yeah, having a guy like that, 6'9", 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers, knocking down threes or 15-footers, knocking down those shots, stretching the floor out is great. That's fantastic. But, I mean, come on, man. Not a great showing tonight outside. Arkansas 25%, and Brazil didn't take a shot tonight outside, actually, but Big Z 2 of 5. John L. Davis, that was Nelly just looks like he hasn't practiced, which has been the case. He hasn't practiced a lot. He looked like a square peg in a round hole. Had a couple, he did have 5 points, 1 of 6. A couple times he just shot the ball. Like he got the ball and he just shot it. Wasn't really looking to move the ball. Muss used to count passes. I don't know if Cal does that or not. I don't know if he has one of his staff, if someone's counting passes. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they have all sort of, analytical guys that are watching everything. They're going to go back and watch film. There were a few offensive possessions for Arkansas where I thought there could have been a little bit more ball movement. But, man, this is an exhibition game. It's game one. You're still missing your big piece down low. You're going to make mistakes. KU is the number one team in the country. Without Hunter Dickinson, like that's a different, it's a different team without him, without a doubt. I mean, you're talking about a experienced, what is he, a fifth-year senior? An experienced hell of a ball player that they're missing. That's a big piece. And I agree. Someone pointed out in chat, like, okay, they've got someone else that can fill his shoes. They don't really have – I don't think they have another Hunter Dickinson. They don't have another Hunter Dickinson, but they do have talent. KU is stuffed with talent as well. No Adu. That's right. No Adu. That is absolutely easy to forget. Smash the like button. Absolutely. Make sure you guys hit that like button while you're here. Share the content. Appreciate the super chats tonight. You guys have been awesome. Arkansas Sports Network. See you guys over there. Jesse Wayne Halderson says Boogie for sure. I guess I'm assuming you're talking about the gold chain. Isn't it wonderful? Shout out to Arkansas Sports Network, folks. Make sure you follow over there. JB buried in snow. Ty, what's up? What do you got for me? Ty taking into account neither team was 100%, and that game was in Fayetteville. Would you adjust the preseason rankings? Is Arkansas better than 16th? I've said all along I thought they were underrated. Anyone who's been to my shows long enough knows I've been saying this is a better team than 16th. We did a poll on it, and everyone was like, no, we're good. We did a poll, and people voted that, no, the ratings are right. The rankings are right. I've been saying, hell no. This is a close to a top 10 team. This is like a 12th, 11th, maybe a top 10 team. They look like a top 10 team tonight. And, yeah, you do have to take into consideration the injuries. Is this game more or less significant than Purdue last year? That's a good question. Considering, again, we already talked about not having a big piece out on the floor for Arkansas. Exhibition, listen, I think last year was complicated. I think at some point, Musselman, I think he just realized he wanted to go home. Guys, I can remember saying this in December. Something isn't right. The way he was acting in postseason. I want to say it was December, maybe. I think I might have even brought it up in November. I thought his body language was weird. I've watched a lot of postgame with him. And, yeah, there's times when he shuts off and he doesn't want to talk to the media because he's upset the way Arkansas played, talking about Musselman. But there was something else, even in some of their wins, something just didn't seem right. The action on the floor, the play on the floor didn't seem right. He wasn't as animated. I think he was moved on. I think he wanted to go back. And that's, he is a competitor. It's not that he never screamed. I'm not saying that. It's not that he never got animated. Man, I watched every single game he coached. Because of what I do. Because of what I do here on Tusk Talk. I haven't missed a football game. I haven't missed a basketball game. I've missed a handful of baseball games. I watch these coaches. I'm in on the Zoom calls at least with football I am. But I pay a lot of attention. I might miss some of the stuff that they say if I don't get sent a transcript, but I knew something was strange. Now, then we heard in December, and it might have been around that time, I can't remember, that there were rumors that maybe there were some floaters out there, some proxies looking for a new place for him to land. I never bought into it, but I was worried when that USC job opened up. And so were folks in Tusk Talk Discord as well. So I just think last year was a fluke. I really think it was a fluke year. You can't tell me based on, and I hate to spend this time talking about Muss. We're going to get back to this game in just a second, but you can't tell me with the talent that he's had on that team, on his rosters, that last year unfolded the way that it did without some kind of obstruction. And I absolutely believe he was gone. Mentally, he wanted to go back home. He's got family out in California, out on the West Coast. I think it was a lot for him to actually take this job from when he left Nevada, because obviously Nevada is a lot closer to his homeland, if you will. But it sucks. The more I've thought about it, the more I've listened to other people speak on it, the more I've talked to a couple other media folks, I just believe he was done. And I think that's what happened last year. So, saying that to say maybe there is something to take from this. Cal, it's his year one, right? Which could also have the opposite effect, right? You hope they don't buy too much into what they did tonight. Oh, we're untouchable. Look what we just did to KU. I kind of think that's what happened to Arkansas football against LSU after that Tennessee game. Of course, the bye week killed their momentum, but that's just an excuse. Whatever. They lost that game because LSU's that good. But Arkansas also seemed distracted in that game. But no, I think that's a good point about Purdue. I guess we'll find out. There's a lot of this is an entirely new team. Was anyone else watching this game thinking, damn, this is kind of weird? Cal wearing he's in Razorback gear, he's in Bud Walton, and he's the home coach. You've got guys that played at Kentucky out on that floor in a Razorback jersey. It was weird. It was a little weird, right? Last press conference, I can't wait to work on leaving. Oh, talking about Muss. Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. Can't wait to get to work. And what did he do? It was bullshit. Yeah, Muss checked out. I agree 100%, 110%. He checked out. So I think what happened against Purdue, that's where's the cutoff? And don't tell me that, it was just an exhibition. They had their starter bleeding in the end of that ball game because he's diving for loose balls. They had their starters on the floor. Don't tell me that was just an exhibition. Don't tell those guys that. They were playing for keeps. That was like an NCAA. That was like a advance to Final Four kind of game. And Arkansas was better than Purdue. There's a cutoff there between Purdue and what happened in the regular season. There were some major chemistry issues. Never got solved. Rotation never figured out. And again, Muss just seemed disconnected. Maybe that was it. Maybe that's what just, you know what? I'm not even going to, I don't know. Maybe there's just a disconnect in his head somewhere because of the way things went and he wanted to go home. I don't know. Maybe he ran back to USC or back out west with his tail tucked between his legs. I don't know. It felt that Coach Cal was having fun, really likes his team. They were, let's get back to this game. They were dialed in tonight. I think they hit I think it was 5 of their first 6 shots. I don't know if they're going to be a team that takes 24 attempts outside this year or not. I don't know if that's what they want to be. I liked how those backdoor cutters, the middle screens, the middle ball screens, the defense tonight was spectacular until later on in the game. But again, I agree with you guys. Some of them just, got a little gassed. Not that they played a ton of minutes, but some of those guys played more minutes than I thought they would get. I didn't think DJ Wagner and Boogie Flan. I thought Boogie Flan was going to see the bench in the second half just because it's like, all right, man, this is an exhibition. We're good. We see what you can do. No, they were playing for keeps tonight. It's good to see, though. You like that fight. And unfortunately, Trevon Brazile also just wasn't super – I wasn't really blown away. And it's not like he didn't have minutes. He had 21 minutes tonight. So it's not like he just got 10 or 12 minutes. He got 21 minutes. Jonell got 25. Billy, poor Richmond. I don't know, man. He's, give him time. He's another one that'll figure it out. But Arkansas overall, 28 of 58 from the floor, 48%. Yeah, you dig that. Not in love with the 25% off 24 attempts outside. I am going to take the 82% free throw shooting. That was another problem with Arkansas last year, a number they struggled with. Hell of a – I don't know what else to say about Boogie. I'll tell you that. I feel like we could probably have a whole damn live show about him and DJ Wagner, but Boogie – looked like a monster on both ends of the floor. Great defense. My God, 6 steals. And it looked so effortless. Like, it looked so easy for him. They were jumping passing lanes. It was just so fun to watch. Again, Arkansas had 12 total steals. They did turn the ball over a little more than you like. 13 turnovers. The closer to single digits, the better. We saw some really good Razorback teams under Muss getting that same, 14, 13, 14 turnovers a night and still find ways to win games. That's not a horrific number. It's just not a very good number. Again, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. I see some names I haven't seen in a minute. It's whatever, though. Oh, talking about Muss. Yeah. Thanks for the good and rare and the bad. Yeah. Talking about Muss. Unbiased brim. Yeah. It takes the pressure off Nelly to know that he has two young dogs behind him. That's hungry. That's hungry to take over the scoring load from a night-to-night basis. Nelly, I feel like once he finds his groove, he's going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem. And Cal, I guess, had mentioned that. They were talking about that on the broadcast too, Nelly. Like, you're going to be the guy. We're going to need you to put up some buckets. And think about this. You had two guys score 20-plus points. Big Z, who we're sitting here talking about, he was 2-5 outside, which is okay for a 7-footer. That's great. But we forget, again, he went 6 of 6 at the free throw line, 5 of 10 from the floor. He shot 50%. He had 18 points tonight. And we still kind of feel like he could have played better against Kansas. So, I don't know, man. Yeah, and of course, KU without Hunter, that's going to change things. Without Hunter Dickinson, Big Z's probably not going to have that kind of night. I thought Big Z at times played a little soft. Again, 10 bench points, 40 points in the paint for Arkansas, and 21 points off turnovers. Arkansas 48%. KU still shot 45%, by the way. Not bad. They shot better outside. They made one more three than you did with one less shot. 7 of 23, shooting 30%. Arkansas with 8 second chance points. KU with 13. Of course, you'd love to see that reversed, but, whatever. Arkansas with 16 fast break points tonight. 12 steals to KU's 9. And, yeah, great. You have to have loved what you've seen. Absolutely. Let's take a look at this poll. We got it up. Liked what you saw from Arkansas tonight? Yes, no, or I need to see more. And right now, yes, obviously at 92%. Ty, more impressive tonight or beating Purdue last year? Oh, well, Purdue had their big in that game, and Arkansas still found a way. I mean, that was a gritty win for Arkansas, but the way they looked tonight, that was not the number one team in the country tonight. That was not KU at full strength. It just wasn't. But still, Arkansas never let go of the momentum. They played at a high level almost the entire time. They really kind of did let out the brakes. I want to say about, in the fourth quarter. KU looked like they were going to go on a bit of a run. I think they did go on a decent little stretch there. Got the game down from 20 to 12. They were going on a run, and Arkansas found a way. Back-to-back steals that resulted in 4 points. I said I think this is going to be a high-flying scoring team. I hope. We thought the same damn thing last year, but this is a new coach and an entirely redone, completely new roster again outside of Brazil. They are just, good Lord. If Flan and Wagner, I mean, think about it too. Knox had just 9 points tonight. Thiero didn't play a whole. He got 17 minutes. Some of these guys looked like, they've missed practice. Once they get healthy, once Arkansas gets their big back, and I guess it might be a couple of games into the year before they do. The starting five tonight was Boogie Flan, DJ Wagner, Carter Knox, Adu Thiero, and Big Z. That was your starting five. When they're fully healthy, that will not be the starting five. Big Z will not. Well, I mean, he'll get minutes. I think Big Z is going to get minutes. The Drooby Dooby Doo Show. What's going on, man? Arkansas beat the brakes off of Kansas. They did. They held a double-digit lead. I'm pretty sure it was the entire second half. Last year, it seemed it was every man for themselves. Tonight, you saw more team play. Yeah. Jacob Botwinick says Brazil looked a lot better. I mean, he hustled. He hustles to loose balls, He'll run to the rim. He is an active player. He doesn't. It's I thought he did okay on defense for the most part. On the offensive end of the offensive end of the floor, I think he's still trying to find his groove, and that's probably going to be the same case with a couple of these guys. Boogie Flan was impressive, and we spent the half the show just in fact, that's who's got the gold chain tonight, Boogie. Davis was forcing stuff, says Little Joker. You're right, 110%. He was forcing. Couple times he just got the ball and shot it up. Just that was it, But again, Arkansas 25% outside. I am curious as they figure out this rotation, what they're going to look like. What is really going to be this offensive identity for them? Are we going to see them try 24, 25 threes a game? Are they going to be a team that leans heavily on shooting, a little bit better outside as the season wears on, as you start to, once teams have more film on you and they have a pretty good idea of who you are? Boogie Flan is not going to always have it that easy. I think he's going to make it look pretty damn easy, but the teams are going to key in on this guy. It's nice. I feel like you're going to have Nelly there to back him up. You're going to have Wagner there to back him up. Are they going to be as aggressive at trying to get to the free throw line the way that Muss's teams always were? What is their offensive identity, though, for real? Because I don't know tonight what we saw is what to expect in the coming months. I don't know. Maybe it is. I kind of feel like he was flirting with some stuff here and there, but good Lord, Boogie Flan and DJ Wagner on the floor at the same time was a cheat code. It just was too easy. Big Z, by the way, pretty good at setting up those screens, is he not? Did you guys watch him out on the perimeter? Stiff as a board, doesn't move. He plants his feet, and that's it. Those guys, he clears a lane. Those little pick and pops, backdoor cutters are going to be effective, especially when you've got guys that can cut the way Boogie can. They've got a couple of guys that are capable of doing that. And that's, again, a lot of Muss's teams relied on a Mason Jones, relied on a J.D. Notte, where maybe one other guy might step up, right? You feel like with this team, with this roster, it could be anybody. It really could. But tonight, and I think moving forward, I fully expect Boogie Flan to be a nightmare. He's going to keep some guards up at night. He's going to keep some coaches up at night. Imagine being a coach watching that film from what he just did to KU. You see how quick they were when they dribbled to the rim? Their guards were blowing past these 5-star guards, these guys that have some experience. They were blowing right by them. It was like no contest. What do you think Arkansas is going to do in the SEC with that? I think they're going to cut some teams up. I think they're going to score a lot of points. I'm not saying they're going to be like Alabama. I'm not saying they're going to be a 88 points a game kind of team in conference play. I'm not saying that, but damn, they could be. Because they're going to play teams, even without Hunter Dickinson. KU is probably still more talented, more star power than a lot of the teams Arkansas is going to play, even without some of the guys that they have. Because they're a loaded roster, and there's a reason why they're number one in the country. In person, he is a monster out there. He was those screens. I mean, KU it was just too easy for Arkansas. You're saying what, Donovan? By the way, welcome Donovan Irish to legendary status. He's a Patreon. He's a Tusk Talk with Ty legendary status member. He's one of the newest members. Welcome, sir. I hope you're digging Patreon, chat. If you guys haven't already, you need to join Discord and then join Patreon so you get access to everything, man. Right there's the link to Discord if you guys want to join. Little Joe with the $5 super chat. I forgot we were playing the number one team. We looked that good. Oh, Kansas they just looked outmatched. And man, I don't want to listen again. KU's got talent. They've got athleticism. They're going to go far. They're going to be fine, I think. Some of Bill Self's teams have started off a little slow, and they figure it out as the season goes on. Maybe Arkansas just caught them, even though it's an exhibition game. Maybe you caught them at the right time, as weird as that is to say, because it's an exhibition game. But maybe you would rather play them in an exhibition game now than probably in March, right? That's what Bill Self's teams do. And when they get healthy, they're going to be good. They're going to be good. I think KU is going to be fine. I really do. I know tonight it's easy to look at what Arkansas did to them and go, that's not the number one team in the country, which I saw a lot of people do. I'm telling you, don't give it time. I'm sure they're going to be fine. Bill Self is a hell of a coach. Bill Self and that program, I've got a lot of respect for KU. By the way, that's Arky 56 native land. He won't tell you that, but my dad is actually from Dodge City, Kansas. And I used to ask him, why aren't you a Kansas fan? You'd figure at least with basketball. Nope, I'm all in on Arkansas. Ty, in your opinion, is Pope an upgrade for Kentucky over Coach Cal? I find that hard to believe, but their fans seem to think that, well, they're Kentucky fans, Steven. They're Kentucky fans. They'll convince themselves of anything. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. YouTube will not push notifications. They won't do it. I appreciate you guys being here. Aaron Wojcicki, am I saying that right? What a big win tonight. Well, it's exhibition, but yeah, big game. Confidence booster for sure, and just a little taste of what's to come, I think. I know exhibition, but man, what a performance. I'm getting up early to head to Starkville. Oh, wow. Well, have fun, Aaron. That's awesome, man. Go enjoy the game. Hopefully Arkansas football doesn't let you down. I don't know if he's an upgrade, Steven. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I don't think so. I like the way he runs his offense. Go watch them. Go watch what he did at his previous job. There's something to be said about the way he coaches and the way they play. I mean, but come on, Hall of Fame basketball coach, Coach Cal. I know they'll tell you that, yeah, well, look what we did in March the last several years since 2020. Not much. They'll tell you they got an upgrade. Maybe they did. And that is the fear for Arkansas fans, is that Coach Cal's best days are behind him. But what we saw tonight, if they play like they did tonight, and again, I would love to have seen, I'm tired of saying this, but I'd love to see Kansas at full strength. And again, I don't think the outcome changes that much, but Hunter Dixon, damn good player. I'm proud of 18,000 fans showing up. Leslie, I heard it was 19-something. An upgrade is wild, but definitely can agree that a change was needed for both parties. I agree. All right, well, that's going to do it. I do appreciate you guys, those of you who came and I forgot. Kelly Williams, I apologize. I didn't see your super chat. Go Hogs. Thanks, Ty. BB is going – what? BB is going to – basketball's going to Excite. Yeah, I think you're right. I agree. So we're going to end that poll. I appreciate everyone for being here. Shout out Boogie Flan. Got the gold chain, son. Congrats to him on a great night. What a way to introduce yourself to the Arkansas fans, huh? What a way to introduce yourself. Arkansas gets the win 85-69. Again, shout out to Arkansas Sports Network over on Facebook. Again, make sure you guys follow them, share their content, and yeah. Jeffrey Smith, bless you. You sit through every football game. I do. It's not easy, Jeffrey. It's really not. All right. That'll do it. I'll see you guys on the postgame. The best damn postgame show around, covering Arkansas sports. That's right here. Tusk Talk with Ty. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your Friday night. Well, what's left of it anyways. All right. See you guys.